What's going on YouTube? A little bit of something different. I will warn you guys, because I respect you all, this is going to be a drama video. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call it, but the title up there somewhere should indicate this is going to be a drama video. If you don't want to watch a drama video, I'm not going to hold it against you, but the remedy clearly is to stop the video. That being said, I welcome anybody, whether you love me, whether you hate me, whether you are completely indifferent to my existence, anybody who has anything to say with what I'm about to say tonight, please leave your comments in the description box below. You are all entitled to your opinion. As long as you respect mine, we will get along just great. Now, two people that I am not a big fan of in the world of wrestling and wrestling fandom. One of them being the John Cena of the Divas division, Kelly Kelly, and one of them being the Michael Cole of the YWC, and of course I'm talking about Preston. Now, the two of them, because they interlink and interweave and whatever like that, piss me off to the point. I don't do burials. Anybody who watches this channel knows that. I don't really dip into the drama a lot, but certain things just, you have to make exceptions. You really have to make exceptions sometimes and make your voice be heard. So I had the choice. Do I bury Preston or do I bury Kelly Kelly? And I chose Kelly Kelly, not because I have any lingering, molecules of respect for Preston, but because other people that I respect in the YWC do, and that is what's keeping me from burying him at the moment, although I can't say it will not happen eventually. But since I started making my dislike for Kelly Kelly more and more obvious on this channel, and since I've been coming head-to-head more and more with Mr. Preston on YWC on YouTube here, I have been getting a barrage of comments. Some of them, are, sort of respectful, open discussion type things, and some of them are quite disrespectful, to say the least. What's your problem? What's your deal? How can you hate a diva that much? How can you, be so frustrated by somebody you don't know, etc., etc., etc. So, rather than have a whole bunch of debates with some people that are respectful and some people that are not, here are the top 8 reasons why I cannot stand Kelly Kelly and her fans. Yeah, not just Preston. I don't like Preston, but I'm talking about the real psycho Kelly Kelly marks that are out there, for sure. Number 1, the top thing that I hear from everybody when I try to engage in an actual conversation with people, what do you think if you think Kelly Kelly is a good wrestler, what makes her a good wrestler? Well, she's hot. Now, if I said, what makes her a good superstar, if I said, what do you like about her, that's fine. That would your opinion of her, whether or not you think she's attractive, whatever, contributes to her character, I guess, and her appeal to you. But when I say to you, what makes you say she's a good wrestler, and the only thing you can come up with is that she's hot, that is not only disrespectful to wrestlers, wrestling, and wrestling fans equally. Hot is a matter of opinion. I'm not going to debate who's hot or who's not. I personally don't see it. Whatever. I can't get around the idea that being hot somehow makes somebody a good in-ring performer. She has a unique style. No, she doesn't. She has what WWE looks for, the typical blonde-haired, blue-eyed, Aryan race Barbie doll image. We see it in Maurice, we see it in Michelle McCool, we see it, in waves over time. She is the person playing that role at the moment. There's nothing unique. The last person visually that had any unique sense of style, some might say Trish Stratus. I will agree with Mickie James, but most top of that list, and on top of the fact that she didn't have to dress like a slut, was Lita. Enough said. People say she has a good in-ring wrestling style, and I can't. Again, it's not that, you're not entitled to your opinion, but I can't wrap my head around it, and what makes that harder is nobody has any specific points as to back up a statement like that. She has no ground game, whatever. She, basically drags her opponents around the ring. She's not intimidating in the slightest, so to have her in any kind of brawling situation is absolutely ridiculous, and her high-flying abilities consist of her jumping off of something tall and hoping somebody else catches her. Now, that being said, the only thing that she has done of any note at all this year was take a nice bump at the hands of Beth Phoenix, and that was that big top rope superplex a couple months ago. And if the only thing you've done in this year that is memorable is take a bump, you are friggin' ridiculous. And I have to say it, you know, one day she's going to get hurt in the ring. It's a fact. I'm predicting this right now. If she does not get severely, severely injured sometime between now and whenever WWE decides she's finally useless, I will be very surprised. And the sad thing about it is because she's the John Cena of the women's division, when she gets hurt, it'll 99% of the... I'm 99% sure, that it will be her fault. I'm also 99% sure that whoever she's in the ring with is going to take the brunt of the incident. Point number 4, she does not deserve a title run. She does not deserve the women's champion. She just never deserved to carry the women's championship. And when I've asked, I'm sorry, I'm going to name people by name because they're the only 2 people I can think of off the top of my head. A, one would be Preston, and B would be somebody who's a hell of a lot more respectful to me over YouTube, even though we don't agree, and that's Delexman, who I've had a lot of great debates with, and this is a quick, shout out to him, go check him out. But the point that I get from both of them is that I shouldn't hate her being a champion because she is getting better. Now, if you are the women's champion, you are the Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, the Triple H, the Shawn Michaels of your division. Same thing goes for tag team wrestling, but I'm going to get into that in another video. But if you have the belt that signifies the champion in your division, be it the Knockout title, be it the women's title, be it the Divas title, be it whatever, it means you should be the best in the company in your division. She's getting there doesn't earn her a belt. If you have the women's championship in the WWE or anywhere else, that puts you on the list with Chyna, with Luna Vachon, with Trish Stratus, with Lita, with Mickie James. And I'm sorry, you can kiss my ass if you are going to even try to put Kelly Kelly's name anywhere near another piece of paper where that list is. It's true. I'm sorry. You can be the biggest psychotic Kelly Kelly mark on the planet, but if you try to tell me that Kelly Kelly versus anybody is as good as Trish Stratus versus Lita was back in the day, or anything even close to it, you are fucking nuts. 5 is this idea that Kelly Kelly is completely unmockable. Now I'm going to toss another name out there, Melina. Who out there on YouTube, I'm a fan of Melina, but myself included, has not taken severe shots at Melina, both before and after she was released. We had the storyline in TNA recently with Tracy Brooks, implying that she had done inappropriate stuff with Eric Bischoff. We had the Lita and Edge, live sex celebration. So there are going to be sexual innuendos and sexual accusations and sexual, shots at the Divas division as long as there is a Divas division. Why is Kelly Kelly so untouchable? A little side note to this, it's not an entirely separate point. WWE treats her differently than anybody else. I'm not a big fan of the PG era and all that, as most of you know, but at least we have a lack of continuity with the divas. Every other diva, in one form or another, has changed their attire and behavior and such, whatever, to represent the PG era. Now, whether that's good or bad is up to you. I'd rather see, Eve versus Melina in a bra and panties match, but it's not going to happen anymore. So why is it that the only person that has not had to adhere to that whatsoever is Kelly Kelly? Is she that special? Does she suck that much cock? That's the only answer I can think of. She buries wrestlers. She buries anybody that can legitimately wrestle in the WWE, most notably, but not limited to, Natalya and Beth Phoenix. They used 2 legitimate wrestlers that should be superstars of their division to boost her because she's a pretty face. She doesn't even help out the people that are on the same side as her. She has kept Eve in her shadow for so long now. The only time Eve has ever gotten a singles match was when she's had a singles match against somebody that Kelly Kelly is about to face at a pay-per-view. Now, buried Beth Phoenix a couple times in a row, like week after week after week on Raw at 2 pay-per-views in a row. Now, point being, somebody's going to come up to me and say, yeah, well, Beth Phoenix has the title now, I should be happy. No. WWE waited until it was a small stage pay-per-view to finally give Beth Phoenix that win. On their biggest pay-per-view of the summer, their poster girl had to win, and that is bullshit. And her coming in on the lackadaisical pay-per-view the next month or the next couple of weeks afterwards is a sore second place prize for somebody that deserves to be dominating the division like she is now. Okay. The idea that we only hate her because she's facing Beth Phoenix. I would hate Kelly Kelly and her in-ring ability and her presence and her persona and everything that comes with her if she was in the room with a fucking broomstick. I don't care. Again, I'm going to go to Delexman, and I mean this with all due respect. You've done a few videos or a few shout-outs to people the likes of AJ Lee. Now, I will agree with you, AJ Lee is the greatest newcomer the Divas division has seen in a long time, but you think that's ever going to get recognized as long as Kelly Kelly's there? No, it's not. The thing is, we hate her because she's fighting Beth Phoenix. I'm going to shoot that in the foot right now. Eve is facing Beth Phoenix this Sunday at Vengeance. I'm happy for Eve, not only because she's getting an opportunity to shine on a main stage pay-per-view against the women's champion, not that I think she's going to win, but that's besides the point, but she has taken a step, even if it's just for a moment, out of Kelly Kelly's fucking shadow. Again, I'll say, I said it in my Raw review, I'll say it again now, this is a repeat of LayCool. You had Michelle McCool, who was the pretty ditzy blonde Barbie doll bitch, who was the head of the whole fucking thing, and then you had Layla, who could actually wrestle. It's fucking sad. Other than that, point 8, she has psychotic fans like Preston, who as soon as he doesn't get his way, as soon as Kelly Kelly's not on top, because sometimes she likes to be underneath, he will go on, he will make threatening videos not only to other YouTubers, anybody who celebrates Beth Phoenix winning, I'm gonna fucking kick their ass, and I'm gonna do this and I do that. And he's not the only one. He's the only one that's gotten in my face, but he's not the only one on YouTube that does it. Kelly marks are fucking scary ass shit. It's not even funny, some of the shit that comes out of some of these people's mouths. It's fucking ridiculous. If I was Kelly Kelly, and I knew I was evoking a fan following like that, I'd hang up my fucking boots. I'm not going to be stepping in the ring anytime soon, but mentally, that's where I would be at. I wouldn't want to be inspiring a following like that. Oh, you have to like who I like, or I'm going to kick your ass, and da-da-da-da, this, that, and the next thing. And it's redonkulous. Now, am I saying that she has to leave? Am I saying that she can never have a job again? No. She could be used as a developmental talent. She should be the one that's being used as the jobber to make the ones that can actually wrestle look good. But no, the other ones aren't, pretty enough. Or, freaking classic example, Mickie James was one of the best women's wrestlers in the company at one point. And what did WWE do? Oh, you're too fat. Redonkulous. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Now, WWE's loss is TNA's gain. But that's ridiculous. Basically, what they were saying to Mickie James is you weren't Barbie doll enough. You didn't raise the Barbie doll bar enough. You didn't, put in blue contacts, bleach your hair, and make yourself an anorexic little fucking twig who prances around in her bra and panties, like Kelly Kelly did. That's why she's there. That's why the rest of them are not. That's why we lose, great talent to ROH and TNA and whatever, and we keep the bullshit. Anyways, so, like I said, anybody else who wants to attack me on the Preston thing, I'm done with that. I've mentioned more than once, Delexman, if you want a guy to debate with on YouTube, because I've done it before, him and I don't agree on hardly anything. But he'll always let me get my 2 cents in before he gives his, and I respect him immensely for it. And I want to take this opportunity in this forum, now that I've gotten the Kelly shit out of my system, to thank him, give him a plug. Guys, go check out, facebook.com/user/Delexman. He's a great shooter. He's as passionate as I am about a lot of things. We just don't happen to agree. But the man knows the difference between shoving his opinion down everybody else's throats and having an actual debate. And that is universally appreciated, especially by somebody like me. Like I said, I've been Spaz. Subscribe up there, talk down there. Let me know anything you think about what I've just said about Kelly Kelly. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm totally off my fucking rocker? Let me know down in the box below. Tell your friends. Have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later.